Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, I'm going to use Wisdom of the House of Night, and there in the back is who created them. If you go online though, you can find that information. I believe Amazon is currently selling them. Now this is where you start. This is interesting. 1, 2, 4. No, leave that there. Okay, so for Libra, there's a situation that has passed by. It's not too recent, at least a month ago, if not more. Because I feel like you're kind of you're dealing with a past energy, definitely past energy here. You've got invisible for you, and then you've got differences, and then you've got loyalty. Now, something you've dealt with in the past, there's someone you don't get along with. Someone who's very stringent, like things are done this way, things are done this way, things are done this way, and I feel like it's very repetitive. Things are done this way. No, things are done this way. Every time you try to make some type of movement or change or negotiation, they're like, things are done this way. And you try to do it again, nope, things are done this way. And they pull you back every time. They won't work with you. They won't change things. They won't negotiate. And literally you feel like you're invisible. Like, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, I'm wasting my breath. You're not even listening to me. Like, you're not even being heard. That's what I'm getting with the invisible. You don't feel like you're even being heard. You're like, this could make the situation better. This is how you do it. But this would change, and this is how you do it. But this isn't going well. This is how you do it. And they just keep going back to that. And I feel like this is something you've dealt with in the past. Somebody you don't get along with, and they're just kind of like, they're not changing. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. So this is a past influence, at least a month, if not longer ago. And you know exactly what this is. If this is hitting with you, you should already pretty much be clicking with it, is what I'm getting. Now you're coming into a situation where you're going to have to deal with this either situation or person again. And I'm seeing you come into it with the understanding, kind of like, all right, I have to deal with this again. But you're not letting it hold you down, which I'm very much liking. I feel like you've had a minute to breathe, and you're like, all right, I have to do this again. So I got to find a better way to start these conversations. And I feel like you're clicking in. You're like, I'm not giving up. But I can't go direct. I have to be very shrewd. I got to get this person talking. And I got to start like a possibilities thing. I have to make them... I realize if I try to get them going in the sense of like I'm trying to make a change, they're automatically going to stop. They're going to automatically, abruptly cut me off, and it's not going to go anywhere. But I have to get, somehow I have to get a thought going about what's happening and why it's happening. And somehow I got to find a way to get them to like, how can we tweak this, or what would work better? But I have to make it in a way where they're not seeing a change. They're just seeing like, let's just think about. Almost like we're going to start this in a different place, a different situation. And how would they do this if it was a different situation? I have to get them open to it, though. I have to find my in. And you're like, I'm not giving up. There's a way to do this. I'm going to find a way. I just got to be very careful and smart about this. You've got the Fool card in this situation, right in the center. So you're like, there's going to be a way to do this. I know there's a way to do this. I will find it. And I actually see the energy coming towards you does not seem like it's confrontational to start. You got 2 face down cards. Underneath the Fool card is the Lust card, which people seem to get caught up with like it's a sexual thing. It's not always a sexual thing. It's being predisposed with your outcome. It's being short-sighted. It's kind of like wanting a chocolate cake and just like, I'm just going to blast through and eat that whole chocolate cake and not thinking about the consequences of eating a whole chocolate cake. Like the stomach ache, how that's bad for this, that, and the other thing. You know what I mean? That's the lust. Like, I'm just excited about the flavor. I'm excited about consuming it. I'm excited about the texture. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be sexual. It's just like very so so centered on what you're getting, the joy of it, the pleasure you're getting from it, like so centered on the pleasure, you know what I mean, if it's food or whatever it is. And I'm getting like the situation itself, like you and the other person are very centered on your goal. You're centered on your goal and the excitement of getting to your goal. You and the other person, even though you're not seeing eye to eye is what I'm getting, you're very centered on that. And that's what the lust is saying. Both of you are centered on the outcome, not what it takes to get there. You know, and also not what it could cost each of you to get there. The other side, face down, has confidence, by the way. And what I'm getting here is like they have no intention of changing anything. And they have no worry that you can make them do that. They have no worry that you'll be able to make them change anything. So you're coming up against this energy. Now, the lust, it is in between the two of you, so it is affecting both of you. And what I'm getting is like, just be aware of it and work with it. Because if once you see what their goal is, I feel like this will change things. Because, and I feel like you're already getting what their goal is. They don't want to change, and their goal is to keep it exactly the same. Your goal is change. They're just saying, you have to get you both, because you're the one listening to the reading, you have to pull both of you out of this lust energy, this goal-oriented, just getting my goal, just getting what I want, not, you know, getting into the details, like if I eat that chocolate cake, if I eat that whole chocolate cake, what's that going to do to your body and your stomach, and how are you going to feel afterwards? You know what I mean? You may enjoy that chocolate cake while you're eating it for the most part, but afterwards you might be very sorry for quite a few hours that you did that. So they're saying the first challenge for you to succeed here is to pull out that lust energy from both of you. And that seems like quite the hurdle to tackle, in my opinion. But you're up for it. You got the strength here. The thing is, there's no confrontation with it. I don't feel like it's going to be a confrontation, but the strength is like, it's going to take a while, and you have to keep looking for new angles and keep looking for new ways, but you got to pull you both out of this energy. It's up to you, because the other side has no intention to really work with you on this. I don't know if they're saying they will, because I don't feel like they actually will. Might be, if they're saying they're going to work with you, it's completely lip service. It's not really going to happen. And I'm seeing you with the strength card. You're not giving up. You're like, I'll find the angle. And you're just kind of like, this is going to be different. I'm not going to get shut down like I did before. I will find a way through this. I will make this work. You're not willing to give up. And I feel like this is why you have a really good chance of success. We have a couple more face down cards here. We'll see. So you're holding to it. Hopefully you're pulling both of you out of that lust energy. And this is the next card coming in. The Six of Swords, which is usually usually it's abandoning, in my opinion. Not usually, I don't want to know. In this situation, I feel like it's abandoning. It's walking away from something. It's leaving something behind. It's abandoning. I don't know. Is there another way to put that? Probably. It's not the end, though. It's a minor arcana. I feel like that's what they're trying to tell me. It's not a permanent walk away. But I feel like you're having to reset the situation, and this is one of the things you're doing. One of the ways you're doing this, you're both temporarily abandoning the situation. It may look a little bit more permanent than it actually is, but what's coming back here is the Four of Pentacles. You're both trying to make yourselves be heard. Now, there's a problem in this situation. I feel like you're very on point with, like, changes have to happen. And I'm seeing, like, one of the reasons you're walking away for a while and just holding your position, holding your stance, you know what I mean, is because however things have been going, they're starting to crumble. There's, like, an implosion going on here. And I'm getting, like, the other side has the Nine of Swords. They're trying to hold it. They don't want to move. They don't think they have to. Meanwhile, the stress is getting heavier and heavier. And by continuing to do things the same way over and over and over again, it gets harder and harder and harder for them because they really do need to change. Now, you getting involved with them and helping, you're trying to help them figure it out. You seem to be right on point. Like, the understanding here is like, this has to change. And you seem to have been seeing it the whole time. Like, this can't continue indefinitely this way. It's going to turn into a waiting game. And I feel like that's what they're trying to tell you. I feel like that's what this whole thing is about. Because your end card is Warrior, and it's very much, but this is happening between the two of you. Nobody seems to be giving in. I don't feel like you can give in. But I feel like what might happen is this person may implode. And it's not even going to technically be a win for anybody. I'm more worried that this other energy on the other side is going to cause more devastation down the road. This Nine of Swords could become the Ten of Swords. If it does, though, it's not just going to be on their side. It's going to be in the situation. It could cause devastation. What I'm thinking is, and this card was trying to pull off. Do I dare pull it? I will at this point. You're going to have to bring in other people. I'm feeling that. I know it says message, but I feel like somebody else is going to have to come in. And actually, you're going to have another mediator or somebody else who's going to have to help both of you work this out. Because this other person, it's not that you can't do it, but if they're not willing to work with you, they're shutting you down. They're shutting the door. Like, you know what I mean? If you're trying to call somebody and they're refusing to pick up the phone or they're turning it off, like, you're going to have to get somebody to help you to get them to communicate with you. Either bring them to you or get them over to you, get you over to them. There's going to have to be another person. You got message and you got choices. Yeah, especially when there's a crow in the background of that angel card, that choices. I'm getting you're going to have to get another person to help you negotiate this because this is going to get bad. This needs to be worked out. And you're going to have somebody who... This is the tricky part. You have to have somebody that this other person's already willing to listen to and needs to listen to and will trust. They're already just standing stone-faced against you. They will not... Nope, not doing it. They're just blocking you even before... Even just at the word hello, door shut. That's what I'm getting, and that's the problem. You're going to have to find somebody who they willingly will talk to and that you can work with as well, and you're going to have to work it out with this third person. This has to be fixed is what I'm getting. This can't go on like this. That's what it's going to take. I feel like it's going to be you pulling in a third party that you know they will work with, that you can work with as well. Because if it doesn't happen, this is going to go into the Ten of Swords is what I'm feeling. It's literally not on the table. We're hoping it doesn't go there. But this Nine of Swords on their side will evolve into the Ten of Swords for the whole situation is what I'm getting. This has to be worked out is what I'm getting. It's not really an option. And they're saying that's what you need to do. That's the answer they're showing for you. Another person has to be pulled in. All right. I think that's it. All right. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.